Bernie Sanders scolds Democrats for losing support among working class and minority leaders. Here's a clip.
It is absolutely absurd that given the anti-worker ideology and policies of the Republican Party, that party now has more working class support than Democrats. Democrats are losing more and more support within the Latino community and even among African American men. That has got to change.
Scolding Democrats for losing support
going the other way,
among the
actually,
working class
Bernie.
and the minority voters. Look at this poll. It shows a nearly 20-point drop in support for Biden among Hispanic voters since 2020. And joining us now to react to founder and president of Bienvenido USA, Abraham Enriquez, and Color US United contributor Christian Watson. Christian, can I start with you? Why do those numbers make sense to you? Is that what you're finding when you talk to others?
Yes, and I'll say this much. Senator Sanders' comments are kind of indicative of the vision that progressives have tried to sell minorities for decades, and I can sum it up into a few words. They try to sell us victimhood, grievance, class conflict, identity politics. But more and more minorities are realizing the merits and the fruits of the philosophy of Americanism. That is, the ideas that set our nation into motion 270 years ago, which are sum up in a few words as well. Natural law, individualism, the family, the nation, God, self-reliance, personal responsibility, which MLK talked a lot about. And the more people realize the virtues of this ideology, which can be seen all around us, they can achieve human flourishing, whereas progressivism leads nowhere but to moral and social catastrophe. We're seeing it in our cities. We're seeing it in Black community, and we are seeing it on a social and economic scale right now in our economy. So it's unfortunate that he had the audacity to say something like this, but it's indicative that African Americans and others are waking up to the reality of what's happening.
And their solutions are often, let's give them more money and take it from people that you projected as, I guess, stealing it as opposed to earning it.
Yes.
Abraham, your take on the numbers that show the Hispanic community gradually going to the right.
Yeah, well, they don't surprise me because when you poll the Hispanics, it actually shows that the #1 issue that Hispanics care about is the economy. And look, inflation hurts every American, but it especially hurts Hispanics because we tend to have larger families, which means we have more mouths to feed with less resources to do so. The Biden policies have really just almost made the middle class disappear and has made the GOP kind of build this coalition of working class Hispanics. Now, it's also really important to note that Hispanics on average in America are about 29 years old. We're one of the youngest ethnic demographics in America. When you ask young Hispanics what they want to achieve the American dream. They want to start a business. They want to own a home, start a family. Bidenomics is making that close to impossible. So it doesn't surprise me that Biden has lost over 17% of his Hispanic support since becoming president and is polling in the mid-40s. Why? Because he's failed on economic opportunity. He has failed on strengthening our border. He has failed on providing the American dream for us. And he's also just flat out, completely dismantled the middle class, which makes up a lot of the Hispanic vote.
All right, so let's take a look at this poll. Fox put a poll and said, how among Hispanic voters, how would you rate the economy? Only 18% said excellent, 30% said fair, 52% say poor. And if you listen to the authors of Bidenomics, they say, well, it's the media that's just giving you this bad impression.
Yeah, right.
Among Black voters, look at these numbers. Excellent to good, 28%, fair, 38%, poor, 34%. Christian, what are the solutions here that you would like to hear from a political leader that would get your vote?
I want people to stop selling grievance. I want people to stop selling victimhood. I want people to stop selling subsistence. I want people to begin selling the vision of the African-American innovators that have historically set America into motion, whether it be Booker T. Washington, whether it be any of the great inventors, George Washington Carver. I want people to begin telling us that we can make it if we apply ourselves to our particular goals, and if we have the right ideas in our mind to make it. But right now, the left is just continually selling grievance and victimhood. And that's not going to sell well. You can only tell someone they're a victim enough until they look at their bank account and see they have less money than they had 4 years ago. So I think that we really just need to level with each other and understand that these ideas are not going to stick unless people are seeing prosperity for them. And only a single idea can make people prosperous, and that is being responsible for your own actions.
Right. Guys, we'll have to leave it there. Abraham and Christian, thanks so much. The Republicans now have to do the hard.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, I guess yeah, I mean, everything he said is like right. The black guy, he makes a lot of good points. It's awesome that black people are starting to realize this, because it was always that thing, where black people and Hispanics always vote. They always lean to the left, but do they really? They shouldn't. Both communities like family and everything, and yeah, they should move to the right. And I'm glad that people are starting to wake up to this. It's just going to be good for the country. It's going to be good for the culture, and it's going to make the left fall apart, which is awesome. They started all this. They always wanted the victimhood mentality. They want you to just be beholden on them. You don't need a family. You can rely on us. Don't worry. But can you really? No, you can't. It's like the mob coming and saying, "Hey, you don't need the anyone to help, or we'll do it, but you just got to give us a little bit of that money. If you give us some money, then we'll help you out." That's what they say. And that's how the government is. Your family, you don't need money for your family to help you. They'll just help you. They're your family, your neighbors. You don't need money necessarily to have them help you. If they're your friends and your family, that's what you need. That's what we need in America. We need to bring that back. Sense of community, sense of family. Now, okay, let's pass another law. That's going to keep us safe. How are we going to prosper further in life? Government needs to solve everything. My business competitor is beating me, and instead of going into your family, maybe help with marketing, get some ideas of how to make a more fresh menu. No. Go get the government involved. Do this. More regulation. They can stop it. I guess that's kind of a bad analogy for like small town people, but that's exactly what they do. The big guys. They'll go and create all these laws. They write these laws. The health insurance company, they help write Obamacare. They write all these laws. And then they sit there and say, "Oh no, it's to help the industry. It's to regulate. It's to help the small guy." It's definitely not. It's just helping the big guy. That's what they want to do. And again, people are waking up to this. That's why Bernie Sanders, he might be mad that they're losing the working class voters and everything, but it makes sense. All the left is trying to do is keep them down, give more regulations, make it so you can't start businesses, make it so you have to pay more taxes, just more regulations, so your company has to pay more in fees to make sure they're beholden to these regulations, so you get paid less. And then there's less competition for you to get a new job. So then you can't compete. Oh, no. What you need is the union. That's what you need. Because why would you want to compete when you have the union? You can't. Yeah, there's not a competition. So if you want to get paid more, it's not about getting better skills and trying to better yourself in the eyes of other companies. It's, oh, no. Just get a union. Everyone's equal playing field, and you all get paid equally. But it's like, well, what if I want to be better than everyone else? No offense, like not like better like morally or anything, or it's like just better at my job. I'm better at speaking. I'm better at doing whatever. I'm a better carpenter. So instead of saying that, hey, I'm a better carpenter than you, no offense, maybe I have more experience. I've just put more work in. Had a better mentor, shouldn't I get paid more for that? The skill is better. No. You should all get paid the same and just join a union. You don't need competition. That's what the government does. And they like the guy was saying in the video, victim mentality. You need to be kept down. The business guy is keeping you down. You need the government to come and save you. That's what they want you to think. Not, oh, okay, well, if the business guy's keeping me down, I'll just leave and start my own company. We're 3 skilled people. We'll go start our own company. But no. It's a certain industry that you need to have all these applications, pay all these fees for. You need the government. The government, it needs its peace. That's what they say. So people are starting to break away from this. Like, no, we don't need the government. We can go do it ourselves, and we're going to do a much better job of it. We'll have more friends, we'll have more family, and we'll be happier in general. I'm glad people are starting to wake up to that. But with that, let's move on to the next story. 5,000 pilots under investigation, and 60 have been barred from flying. What's going on here? Here's a clip.
5,000 pilots under investigation, accused of hiding health issues. These pilots are also military veterans who failed to reveal that they were receiving disability benefits for conditions that could keep them out of the cockpit. The FAA already ordered 60 pilots to stop flying. Here's ABC's Doreen Shaw.
Tonight, the shocking revelation from the FAA. They've ordered about 60 pilots who are also military veterans out of the cockpit amid an investigation into nearly 5,000 pilots who the FAA alleges falsified medical records. The Washington Post reports the probe, quote, has exposed long-standing issues in how the FAA medically screens pilots. That probe beginning in 2019, when the VA Inspector General's office became, quote, concerned that some pilots may be hiding mental health conditions or fraudulently receiving disability benefits. The FAA saying it has closed about half the cases and says a majority of the pilots whose cases remain open can still fly while they investigate. A senior U.S. official telling the Post that 600 of the pilots under investigation have licenses to fly passenger airlines. And the FAA says in a statement it will take more steps, including enforcement action based on their investigation into these cases. Now, the Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association saying the Washington Post article and issue with VA claim does not acknowledge the exceptional safety record we are currently experiencing in general aviation. Furthermore, medical incapacitation is extremely rare. Rachel?
All right, Doreen, thank you.
So, yeah, that's fascinating. So basically, we're in a pilot shortage, right? And they're not violating. They obviously do simulation tests and stuff. I don't know how often they go and license, but the airlines are like, no, they're fine. We think they're fine. We have an exceptional record. They're doing a good job. But then the FAA's in here like, no. You can't fly because you're getting disability. And you're on veteran disability, so you're not allowed to fly commercial. It's like, wow, that's interesting. So I don't know. That's interesting how it's going to play out. I don't think it doesn't sound like this is going to make anything safer. I wonder what those 60 people were barred for. They didn't get into that in this story, but yeah. Interesting. The whole everything in the sense of transportation department. I don't want to play politics on this, but since Biden got in there, and Pete Buttigieg, what are they doing? Right? Wasn't it 2019? There was no accidents, period, in all of commercial aviation in the United States. Not one accident. That's insanity. So now look at, there's accidents left and right. The FAA is pulling all these pilots during a pilot shortage. Yeah, it's kind of unreal. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe for daily news updates. Smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and share your thoughts on the story in the comments below. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.